Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, all that good stuff. And let me know who's joining me. I know some of you joining me, I know personally. So, if I know you, give me a shout out in the chat there. And if I don't know you, give me a shout out anyway. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Okay. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. I want to try to keep this event on the shorter side. And it's not because I want to, but I noticed that after about 20 minutes of streaming, YouTube starts acting a little bit funny when it comes to my connection and the camera and stuff like that. And I'm not really sure why. But I want to keep this, within at least like 20 minutes to a half an hour. So, but I know some of you are probably joining me in this, let's just say with everything going on right now, I have created a list of the locations and the scenarios that I would like to bring healing to for this event, because I can't keep track of everything. So like, just there's so much happening. And since I don't have a lot of people here right now, I'm just gonna say that today's an interesting day because one of my cousins passed away this past week, so her service was today. So and I was watching that live because she passed away in Florida, so that was sad. So dealing with that. But also, this seems to be a time where there's some things coming to the surface where I don't know about you all, but I feel like I'm starting to make some breakthroughs with certain issues that I've been having, and long-standing issues that I've been having, that I feel like I'm breaking through. So I've been kind of working through some kind of pattern, some patterns that I've been dealing with for a few years of my life, probably, that I feel like, because we have a full moon, probably, that I feel like, because we have a full moon coming up over the weekend. So, I feel like that might be contributing to just kind of like releasing anything that it's, yeah, exactly, Lauren. I think it's the full moon and maybe some other astrological stuff that I don't even know astrology, but I don't follow it like that. I just kind of just go with the flow and feel what's happening and just kind of like sense what's going on. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of being released right now. So this is an interesting time. So I want to encourage everyone to dedicate yourself to a practice that centers you. Dedicate yourself to a practice that centers you and keeps you in your body. I know that it can be very tempting to kind of like leave the body and do things to escape because of everything that's been going on. But I do feel like it's important for us to stay within the body, because when we're in the body, it helps us to connect to the reality of what's happening. And in order for us to really bring change and facilitate change, we have to honor our physicality. Okay. So try to have some sort of practice that keeps you centered and grounded, because we're going to need it. Because this is a pivotal time in our Earth's evolution. And from 2020 into 2030, there's just going to be a lot happening, but it's all part of the evolutionary process for us as human beings and for people on the planet. So try to keep yourself centered during this time. So, all right, I guess I'll get started because we're moving on 5 minutes and I don't want to hold people for too long. But welcome to everyone that's coming and joining in. Thank you so much for being here. It really helps to have people besides myself that are contributing to the healing of the planet. And this has become a part of my spiritual practice probably more recently. And it happened just naturally as part of my spiritual journey, is that I felt called to be of more service to the planet on an energetic level by working with the Divine Mother, manifest as Mother Mary, specifically her and Kuan Yin, Goddess Kuan Yin, to help anchor in some divine feminine energy into the planet for comfort, for support. Hi, Shayna. Thank you for joining me. Nice to see you. So I like to work with the Divine Mother during my spiritual practice time, where I do some work on myself, and then I spend some time bringing some healing energy into the planet. Oh, it's doing it already with this unstable connection. It's already doing it. So I'll just keep going. So I like to do that. And I don't always. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, nice to see you. I don't do it every single day. And the thing is, I want to do it every day. But the Divine Mother will say, okay, take some time and just take care of yourself for today. And then later on in the week or next week or whatever, we'll get back to our normal schedule of, bringing healing energy into the planet. Okay. So and when we work with the Divine Mother to bring this healing energy in, it's interesting to observe what she does, how with us co-creating this healing, facilitating this healing, what is being shown, and what happens during this healing process. And if you all feel guided to, I would encourage you to do the same in your own spare time if you feel guided to. I don't believe in making people do anything that they're not called to do. But if you feel guided to send healing energy to the earth in your own time, I would encourage you to, and pay attention to whatever it is that you see and whatever comes in and whatever's shown to you. Because it may give you a clue as to what's actually, happening on the planet or what needs to happen. Okay, so there are a lot of things happening right now. I do have some links for as a part of this live stream of things that you can read and just to increase your awareness of what's going on. So I have a link to, if you want to donate to the cause for the Haiti earthquake, because Haiti did have an earthquake. So if you wanted to donate to that cause, there's a link for UNICEF in the description box. And I personally like UNICEF just because I have talked to people that are connected to UNICEF, but also people that have been in certain countries that have had UNICEF help them in their time of need, that really like UNICEF and they felt like they were there and were actually helping. So when I hear stuff like that, that strikes a chord with me. So that's why I typically guide people towards UNICEF when it comes to donating to causes. I also have listed a link here for getting more information about the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan, because that's been a huge thing that people have been talking about right now. And it's good to do some research on that topic and why that can affect the world, not just Afghanistan, but the world at large. So it would be good to read up on that topic just to have the awareness, okay, of what's going on. I also have a link for what's going on with the Lebanese fuel shortage and how that's affecting them, okay, as well as the wildfires happening in California and the fires happening in Greece. There's a lot happening right now. And I want to let everyone know that when we're doing this, facilitating this healing energy for today, that this isn't to manipulate anything. This isn't to force any kind of resolution, okay? Because I know sometimes when people that feel the need to help the planet and they want to send healing energy, they want to do what they can to help, because we feel like we're on a limited timeline and we can only do but so much in the time that we have. We're not going to be able to resolve everything in one lifetime. This is something that is like an ever changing, ever unfolding experience. And we're not, it's very possible that we're not going to be able to resolve everything in this lifetime. So when we're facilitating this healing energy, this isn't for the purpose of trying to force any kind of change. Because at this point in the planet's evolution, this change is needed. So everything we're seeing is just a result of this, the spiritual changes and the physical changes that are taking place on the planet, things that are needed, things that are long overdue for change. Okay. So we can't necessarily force those things into resolution. But what we can do is work with the Divine Mother and any beings that we feel called to work with to help support Earth's process, okay? And also bring solace and support for those who have to be in direct experience of all of these things, okay? In our own country, we're going through a lot, okay? And I'm not going to get into too much of that, okay? I plan on posting some videos later about my thoughts about certain things, but that's hopefully either later on today or tomorrow, whatever. But basically, the purpose is to just bring through energy that can support the Earth's process and all the beings on Earth during this time of spiritual change and evolution and everything that we're going through, okay? So I've talked about it before, and just reminding everyone of that. Thank you for everyone who's joining. I'm going to get started because it's been over 11 minutes and I want to get things going. All right, so how I usually do this process is I take you all through a very short meditation just to get you all aligned and to get you all focused and clear, okay? So we can get our intentions clear and be able to visualize and anchor in stuff, okay? So what I want you all to do is get comfortable. Those that will be joining me in the healing, if you just want to watch and set your intention, that's fine. Do whatever you want, but I'll be doing this, so you can join me or you cannot. But if you want to join, please get comfortable and close your eyes. Focus on your breathing and take a deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose. Seeing the breath move into the third eye area, clearing the mind, and out through the mouth. Breathing out as much as you can. Breathing in through the third eye and the head area to clear the mind and generate energy there. And exhaling out through the mouth as much as you can so that the belly starts to shrink. And if you want, you can continue to take these deep breaths if you feel like you need it to clear your mind, to reduce stress, and to just get yourself focused and clear. And if you don't want to take deep breaths, just focus on the rising and falling of the chest, the rising and falling of the diaphragm, and just become fully present. Become fully present in the here and now, and draw your awareness to your center. And if you want a visual or a location for your center, you can see the center as being around the belly button area. And if you were to put your hands on your lap in that cup, that's where your center, you can imagine your center being. Or if you want to visualize at the solar plexus, you may do that as well. And just focus on the breath for another minute. And with intention, just set the intention to ground your energy. Grounding, grounding, grounding. So you could just imagine your energy becoming balanced within the lower energy centers and feeling weighted within the lower energy centers so that you are fully present, grounded, and anchored. And this is important as we bring through this healing energy, that we're grounded. And now I'm going to set the intention to call in Mother Mary. Calling in the Divine Mother as Mother Mary. And if you feel a connection to another manifestation of the Divine Mother, you can call in that for yourself. And at this point, as you call in the Divine Mother and any other guides you feel called to work with, feel the expansion in your heart space. And allow this energy within the heart space to circulate and to open up your energy field. And just feel this divine energy moving through you and uplifting your energy, uplifting your vibration. And feel the love that is moving through you, this divine love. Allow yourself to embody it. Embody this divine love. Let it become you. I do feel like we have some angelic energies joining us today. Archangel Michael, feeling that energy. And pay attention to who emerges for you, what emerges for you. And I'm going to put my hairs. Sorry. I'm going to put my hands in prayer position. Putting my hands in prayer position. Just to focus and fine tune the energy coming in. You can do this as well. Because within a few seconds, we're going to start directing the energy. So as I place my hands in prayer position at my heart, I'm going to start directing energy where it is needed. So I see the energy of the Holy Spirit, which is an expression of, which is the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine. And visualize the planet Earth. And just have a visual in your mind. And see the energy of the Divine Mother moving through the planet, facilitating the flow of divine love and light through all parts of the planet that are in need at this time. So sending this light to, now you can set an intention that all the places that we listed will receive the light that we're sending. You can also allow your intuition to guide you and allow this energy of the Divine Mother to move where it needs to go. So pay attention to where the light is being sent, where the love is being sent. And at this point, as I work with the energy, I'm feeling just the whole planet being engulfed in this beautiful white light of the Holy Spirit, the Divine Mother. And there's a purification kind of energy signature that I'm feeling. And seeing a white dove, which is a representation of the Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, but also of peace. Just imagine that flying around the earth and touching the places that need it. Now, this is interesting because this is what I saw last time I worked with Mother Mary with earth healing, is I saw her influence over the waters, over the oceans, and healing being sent to the waters. And this is what I'm seeing now. So I'm just going to set an out to bring healing to Haiti and those affected by the earthquake. So they may find the support and the care and the assistance that they need within the time that serves them best. And setting the intention to send this healing light to the people in Afghanistan that are dealing with this difficult transition. Sending this healing light to Greece and the Mediterranean area that's affected by the wildfires, as well as California. Sending this healing light to Lebanon and those affected by the fuel shortage. Just seeing all these locations and all these groups of people within my heart and within the Divine Mother's heart. May they know that the Divine Mother has never left them. And if there's any in like issues or anything going on that I might have forgotten, or maybe anything that I have not touched upon here, then please feel free to offer that in your prayers and your intentions today. Pay attention to how you feel as you bring this healing energy and intention through, as you may feel any sort of shifts happening within your own body. And if you like, you can kind of separate your hands and just imagine the whole planet in the palms of your hands, and healing energy being sent from your palms and into the earth. As I do this, I'm seeing a couple energies come in. We have Arche of Faith, which is interesting, which basically is encouraging everyone joining me today that is taking part in this healing to try and stay optimistic about what's happening. So basically try not to succumb to being sucked down by what appears to be happening, so that you can retain your clarity and your centeredness for being able to facilitate some sort of change. In order for us to do that, we have to, try our best to stay clear and to see that even though there's a lot of things that are happening physically, that there is a higher purpose or a higher order. That one of the reasons we came to the planet to begin with was to be able to bring support and to bring help and to help with the facilitation of these changes. And I just giggle with the staying optimistic part, because I know it can be hard for a lot of us that see everything that's happening, and how to witness all of these things happening on the news and wherever we're seeing it. But it's important to make sure you're taking time to reconnect and, like I was saying before, to center yourself and to reconnect to your own personal spirituality or personal spiritual connection. Some of you may also feel called to take more physical action, whether as environmentalists or people that are more physically involved with bringing change and awareness to the planet. So, I mean, that's a good thing. So if you feel that call and you feel compelled to take part in that, then that's your sign to continue forward. This is especially true for anyone that feels called to assist in the destruction of rainforests or any sort of like decimation of like nature for the purpose of, you know, capitalism. So if you feel called to kind of take part in those things, then please do. And also, anything having to do with just would it be renewable energy, just things that can help the planet long term. So if you feel called to do that, then that's your sign again to take part. I think the Divine Mother is encouraging everyone to look at ways that we can contribute, even though we're pretty far, we're pretty deep into things right now. But we can still do our part, and we can still do the best that we can on the planet while we're here to serve Mother Earth and to show that we're grateful to her. And we don't have to be perfect, but just doing what we can at this time to help and support Mother Earth. Right? So take this last few seconds to continue setting your intentions and sending your healing energy. Sending love to the planet through the heart of the Divine Mother, and sending blessings to all of those who are being affected by all the shifts and the changes that are happening right now. All right, I'm going to set the intention to bring our awareness back into the moment. So take this time to reconnect to the breath again. You could take a few deep breaths if you feel called. Just setting the intention to call your energy back throughout all space and time into the here and now. Grounding ourselves into our physical bodies and into the moment. And on the count of 1, we'll open our eyes if they're closed and bring ourselves back. 3, 2, 1. We finished at 3:33. Look at that. Okay, so that's my time. I'm sorry to just everyone's probably all relaxed and stuff, and I just come out with that. That is weird. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. Anyway. So, okay, so it's been 33 minutes. Does anyone have anything that they want to share about anything that they experienced or anything that they might have seen? Um, if not, that's fine. You don't have to. But I'm happy to see that I had a few people watching and a few people engaging. It is very helpful when we have um, a group of people that are setting their intentions to bring this healing energy to the planet and, just help Mother Earth and all of its inhabitants with everything that's been happening. Um, and like I said, in your own time, if you feel guided and if you feel called, please do set your intentions to bring healing energy to Mother Earth. Um, you could take just like a minute or two within your spare time to do that. And as the Divine Mother was saying during this healing, you can also help through physical action, whether it be recycling, whether it be through, volunteering for certain, volunteering for certain environmentalist groups, whatever you feel called to do to help Mother Earth. Sri Lakshmi, love that. I love that. That's really cool that she came through. I love her energy, by the way. Ariel and Sandalphon. That's really good, because Archangel Ariel, as you know, presides over animals. Presides over the animals. It has a very grounded kind of grounded earthy energy. So does Sandalphon. Excuse me. And if you've watched my video on Sandalphon, I still have to make a video for Ariel. I already tapped into their energy. I just have to make a video. But Sandalphon presides over the Earth star, but also children. So the energy of children. So that's really cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm actually going to go out and spend time in nature myself, just to kind of get myself nice and grounded, and also maybe get some exercise through walking. So thank you all for tuning in and sending your healing intentions. Stick around, because I'm going to be making some videos and sharing some thoughts, and maybe also writing some blogs. So stick around. I will be connecting with you again soon. So sending all my love. Take care. Bye-bye.